Hey, hello. Thank you for taking the time to listen in. The reflection that I have for you this week, I've entitled Hope in a Post-Christian World. You know, watching some of the Olympics opening ceremony evoke Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper painting with drag queens and a transgender model and a guy dressed up in blue as the Greek god of wine. It reminded me that we live in a culture in which more and more people know almost nothing about Christianity. They're not familiar with the Bible. They're unlikely to recognize references to the Bible or even basic Christian claims about the nature of God. And so our culture is quite superficial. It's selfish. There's no consistent worldview. The idea that Christian convictions shape our views on morality and ethics, right? So things like sexuality, life and death. The idea that Christian convictions shape our views on those things is shocking to so many people in this world these days. And so traditional Orthodox Christianity is rejected. It's critiqued. It's considered false and dangerous. And the shreds of Christian heritage that we had are largely lost now. And so living in a post-truth era where lies and deception seem so prevalent, it can be easy to lose hope and feel overwhelmed by the darkness that surrounds us. But you know, as Christians, we should know that there's always reason to remain hopeful, right? Despite the challenges and the struggles that we face in this world, we can still hold on to the promises of God. And hope is foundational to Christian theology. We are called to trust in God's promises and to hold on to that hope. You know, one of the key beliefs of the Christian faith is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so the resurrection is seen as the ultimate expression of hope because it demonstrates the triumph of light over darkness, of life over death, and of truth over falsehood. The resurrection assures us that no matter how bleak the circumstances might seem, there's always the possibility for renewal and transformation. And so in a world where truth is often obscured and distorted, the resurrection really serves as a beacon of hope. It offers us a glimpse of the ultimate victory that awaits us. And, you know, hope is something that's closely connected to faith and love. We're called to have faith, right? Faith in God's promises. We're called to trust that He's always working for our good, even when we can't see it. And it's not a blind faith. This faith is grounded in the knowledge of God's love for us and His desire for our ultimate well-being. And so it's a faith that enables us to see beyond the darkness of this world and to believe in the possibility of a brighter future. So hope is connected to faith, but hope also requires love. St. Paul the Apostle writes in his letter to the Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 13:13, he says, and now these three remain, right? Faith, hope, and love. He says, but the greatest of these is love. Love is the foundation of our hope. It's through love that we are able to see the potential for goodness and beauty in our world. Love enables us to look beyond the hatred and division and to believe in the possibility of reconciliation and healing. It's love that gives us the strength to persevere in the face of adversity and to hold on to hope, even when all seems lost. Yes, in a post-truth era, where the lies and the deception is so rampant, it can be easy to lose sight of hope. The constant barrage of false information and distorted narratives can make it difficult to discern the truth and to trust in the promises of God. But let me just remind you, we are called to be a light in the darkness, right? We are called to bear witness to the truth and to hold on to hope in the face of uncertainty and confusion. It's our faith in God's promises and it's our love for His creation that sustains us in challenging times and enables us to remain hopeful in the midst of the chaos. You know, in our discipleship journey of growth and transformation, we learn to surrender our will to God's will. We learn to live according to the teachings of Jesus. And so it's a journey of becoming more and more like Jesus in our thoughts and our words and our actions. And it's a journey towards the ultimate goal of our existence, which is to be united with God. And the journey reminds us of the transient nature of this world, and it points us towards the eternal kingdom where all things will be made new. That's the fulfillment of our hope. And so this hope is a source of strength and courage. It enables us to face the challenges of this world with resilience and perseverance. It's a hope that empowers us to be agents of change, agents of transformation, bringing the light of Christ into the darkest corners of our society. Christians are actually called to proclaim the message of the resurrection. Yeah, we're called to tell others about the resurrection, to remind them of the ultimate victory that awaits us, and to inspire them to hold on to hope, even in the face of resistance and adversity. You know, what was a shameful and inappropriate drag skit at this year's Olympic opening ceremony quite clearly shows us that free will in the hands of imperfect beings comes with a risk. But as foolish and self-willed as it was, it shows that there's a yearning in the human heart. It shows, just that scene shows that there's a desire for something greater, a sense of divine presence. And so despite the lies and the deceptions of this post-Christian world, the promises of God remind us that in the fullness of time, everything that is wrong with this world will be set right. It's our faith and our hope and our love for those promises that sustain us, that enable us to hold on, right? To remain hopeful. So can I encourage you, hold on to hope. Trust in God's faithfulness. May you be a beacon of light in the darkness. May you bear witness to the truth. May you inspire others to believe in the possibility of a brighter future. May you always remember that your hope is not in the things of this world, but in the promises of God, who is faithful and true. God be with you.